Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of I've Been Playing. Today we're talking about Disney Dreamlight Valley. Disney Dreamlight Valley is a simulation game that has been called Disney meets Animal Crossing, and that's fairly accurate, so I guess you can kind of expect what you're gonna get from that description. The story, in so much as there is one, is that you want to get away from the world and you wind up going to a field that you clearly frequented as a child and fall asleep, and when you quote-unquote wake up, you are in Dreamlight Valley, but everything has been taken over by what are called night thorns, and everyone's affected by something called the Forgetting, and a lot of the people who lived in the valley are now gone, i.e. all of the Disney characters, and you have to do various tasks and unlock various areas in order to bring them back to the valley. So obviously there are tons of things to do around the area. You can remove the night thorns because you're magical, because of course you are, and you can also farm, you can fish, you can mine, all of your standard stuff, like I said, kind of like Animal Crossing or a lot of other farm sim management games. It's not really a farm sim, it's more like Animal Crossing because once you get the characters to return, you place their houses and you give them presents and you build up friendships with them and just generally maintain your village until you can unlock other areas. The first area you're going to unlock is the castle, and that is where all of the other realms are. The other realms are, right now, Wally, Moana, and Ratatouille, which I have nothing against any of them, and I quite liked Moana, but they seem like a weird assortment to start with. You'd technically start with, well, Merlin's there first, which makes sense, but also feels a little bit weird in the context of I would expect, like, Frozen to be unlocked fairly early. And then, of course, after that you have Mickey and Goofy, which makes sense. Mickey especially makes sense. And then you have Scrooge McDuck running the shop, which thematically makes sense. And I guess there was a new DuckTales fairly recently, so I suppose it makes sense in that context as well. But still seems a bit odd. But in any case, once you go to their realms and do things for them, they come back to the valley, you place their houses, and like I said, you build up friendships and do quests for them, and there's this kind of never-ending series of quests for all of the characters, and you have to unlock certain friendship levels to do more quests for them, but they keep going and going and going, and as you improve your friendship with them, each level of their friendship unlocks a new thing, so it could be an item, or a thing that looks like a sticker that I haven't figured out how to use yet, or just some coins, and you can get them up to at least friendship level 10. It may extend past that, but I can't tell. And so there's this kind of looping process where you are either just exploring around the valley and collecting stuff, selling it to Goofy, talking to your friends, giving them food or things they want to improve their friendship, having them follow you and help you out and gaining more XP with them, bringing new people into the valley and opening up new areas and blah 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 blah. It's a big old loop. Now you've probably seen from some of the shirts that I've worn on here that I quite like Disney. I haven't really paid that much attention to recent Disney. I've seen Frozen, I've seen Moana, but I do like Disney, and I like specifically what I consider my childhood of Disney, which is the 90s, and those characters aren't really there yet, which I'm disappointed about and also makes me feel kind of old, but it has been confirmed. I think I saw this somewhere in a news article that my phone told me that Toy Story is coming fairly soon, so at least I know those. So it is kind of fun because it is like Animal Crossing, but you have at least recognizable characters. It's really cute, the art style is really cute, but I personally don't really feel as compelled to play it for long hours as I did with Animal Crossing. Now, the state of the world is different than it was when Animal Crossing came out, so admittedly that might be part of it. But I also just don't think I'm as invested. I want to unlock the characters, but a lot of them take so long to unlock because you have to collect Dreamlight to get rid of the night thorns, and then you also have to clear these stones by using orbs of friendship or power or whatever. There are various ones, and you clear them and cleanse them, and then you can open other areas, and it takes quite a while. And they did say come back every day and do a little bit every day, and I guess for that it makes sense. They don't want you rushing through the entire game in a day like people would do with Animal Crossing, I imagine, if you wanted to speed run a game that's supposed to be chill. But some of the things are so repetitive and tedious for me personally, it very much depends on my mood. I did play it for a fair amount yesterday, but the day before I didn't play at all, and the day before that I played for maybe 15 minutes, and then I was like, you know, I'm just not feeling this today. It's not like Animal Crossing, although I have gotten to a point with that where I don't visit it anymore because I did everything I wanted to do and then I was like, well, I'm done. But even days when I didn't have as much I wanted to do on my island, I would spend at least an hour there. This one I just don't feel compelled to do so. I don't know if I've burned myself out on the gameplay with Animal Crossing. I don't know if I'm just not in the mood currently. I do love Disney and I do like simulation games like this and things you can kind of just turn on and relax with and have something on in the background. But I think the fact that there are so many different things you have to grind, it has coins you have to collect, it has Dreamlight you have to collect, it has like Pixar coins and then something else with Pixar for a special event, and then you have to grind through the friendships to access stuff for each character and unlock clothes, and there's just so much to collect, and you can upgrade all of the buildings, but you need coins, so you need to farm and mine and do this and sell this stuff to Goofy and do it over and over and over again, and then it takes forever because your inventory is really small, and then do it all over again, and then talk to people, and then go do all of those activities with someone in tow because you get higher friendship XP after level 2. You can pick a specific thing they'll help with and you can gain XP with them if you bring them along when you're doing your chores. And then you have the energy mechanic, which means you have to eat if you want to regain your energy or go back to your house, and there are just a lot of overlaid systems that are going on all at the same time that I think for me it feels a little too stressful. It's like, oh, I have to collect this, oh, I have to do this, oh, I have to get to this level friendship with somebody in order to unlock their next quest. I have to do this, I have to unblock this area because this person wants their house on the beach, and I have to do that, so I have to complete this quest, which means I have to mine here for 10 minutes. It's fun, but it can feel stressful to me, which is not something I want from a game like this. Overall, it's pretty fun. I think if you like Disney, you'll enjoy it. If you like these kind of relaxing, borderline farm simulator kind of games, you'll probably enjoy it. I just don't think it's one I'm going to necessarily be playing for a long time. I don't know, because there'll be characters I want to unlock, so I feel like it might be something I play for a while and then get bored with, and then they announce a character that I want. Or just characters I'm more familiar with. If they pop up in the game, I'm gonna have a problem because I'm gonna want to get them, and if I fall off the game, it's gonna take me that much longer to get them. But yeah, your mileage may vary depending on how overwhelmed you feel by all of the systems and all of the different, like, coins and reward systems. But it's fun enough, and I'm sure I'll be playing it for at least a little while. But what has your experience with this game been so far? Let me know down in the comments down below. It's available on every system as far as I'm aware, so I'm playing it on Xbox Game Pass because obviously, but it is everywhere else as well, so if you're interested, give it a look, or if you've played it, let me know what you think. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this. If you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. I do one of these every week, and a whole bunch of other stuff on my channel. You can check that out in the description or just on my channel, and I will see you next time.